So let's go on to the next quadrilateral, guys. The next quadrilateral is a kite, and kite has exactly one pair of adjacent sides as equal. Okay, so here AD will be equal to AB and CD will be equal to CB. I draw the diagonals AC and BD in this case, guys. So if you observe carefully, guys, I have two triangles, triangle ADC and I have triangle ABC. Guys, both of these triangles have AD and AB as the equal sides, DC and BC as the equal sides, and AC is the common side, right? That means the two triangles are congruent by the side test. When triangles are congruent, the corresponding angles are equal. So these two angles are equal. Okay, this is what we have. So from here we can say that for the kite, the longer diagonal, okay, bisects the opposite angle. So longer diagonal bisects the angle of the vertices. So A or C are the angles being bisected by the longer diagonal, right? And now, guys, since I have this angle equal, okay, these two angles actually equal, let's consider two triangles here, triangle ADE and triangle ABE. For these two triangles, guys, we already know these two sides are equal. ये common side हो गया. That means triangle ADE is congruent to ABE by the side angle side test. इसका मतलब ये दोनों angle भी equal होंगे, but angles are equal. They are also forming a linear pair, means each angle is 90 degrees, right? Okay, correspondingly DE is equal to BE. Okay, that tells us that for a kite, the longer diagonal is the perpendicular bisector of the shorter diagonal. Okay, something which we need to know here, right? Okay, so longer diagonal is the perpendicular bisector of the shorter diagonal. Now I'll say let the diagonals be D1 and D2, guys. अगर ये diagonal D1 हो गया, okay, और ये पूरा हो गया, let's say D2, okay, BD हो गया पूरा D2, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा D2 divided by 2, okay, value of this, and this will be D2 divided by 2. Okay, I call this point as E. So what's the area of triangle ACD now, guys? ACD के लिए your base is D1 and your height is D2 upon 2. So the area will be half D1 into D2 divided by 2. ऐसे दो triangles अपने पास पूरा kite बनाने के लिए, right? ADC एक है और ABC भी एक है, right? So for the complete kite, the area will be twice. Okay, that means the area is half D1, D2 for the kite. Okay, the last thing we're going to discuss is going to be a trapezium. Okay, trapezium has exactly one pair of sides are parallel, has one pair of sides parallel. So AB is parallel to CD. Okay, that's it. Okay, the area of a trapezium is half into sum of the parallel sides multiplied by the height. Okay, remember this, for a trapezium, the area is always half into sum of the parallel sides multiplied by the height. And the special case of a trapezium is when any, like the non-parallel sides become equal. When the non-parallel sides become equal, we get an isosceles trapezium. So in this case, AD will be equal to BC. If AD is equal to BC, you can join AC and you can join BD, right? And you can prove these two angles also equal. Okay, base angles equal. And you can also prove the diagonals to be equal by the side angle side test. Okay, so for an isosceles trapezium specifically, guys, the diagonals are equal in length and so are the base angles. Okay, ABCD is a trapezium such that the parallel sides are AB equals to 8 and CD equals to 10. A line EF is drawn parallel to AB and CD such that A is to ED is 1:3. Find the length of EF. Okay, so you can try it out once and then we'll discuss anyway. All right, so one way to solve the question is I'll be making constructions. From A, I'll drop a perpendicular to DC, okay, and from B, I'll drop perpendicular to BC again. Okay, where they meet EF, the points are G and H. Where they meet DC, the points are I and J. Okay, now AB is given as 8 units, right, guys? If you observe carefully, I have formed a rectangle here, right? ABJI is a rectangle. Okay, so अगर ये 8 है, ये भी 8 होगा. Okay, by symmetry, GH भी कितना होगा? 8 होगा, right? So all these three values are 8 basically, right? Okay, because it's a rectangle. Okay, now guys, we go on to the next part. Okay, let's say if I assume JC is equal to A units. Okay, अब DC क्वेश्चन में हमको पूरा 10 दिया है, right guys? अगर DC पूरा 10 है, उसमें से अगर मैंने ये 8 निकाल दिया JI का वैल्यूज और A भी निकाल दिया, I'll get the value of DI, isn't it? DI will be equal to 10 minus this 8 minus this A, which comes out to be 2 minus A. Okay, now it is given that AE is to ED is 1:3. If AE is to ED अगर 1:3 है, guys, AE is to AD कितना हो जाएगा? 1:4, right? Because ED अकेला 3 units था और AE अकेला 1 है. 3 plus 1 is पूरा 4 units, right? Okay, now look at triangle AGE, guys. Triangle AGE and triangle AID. Okay, in these two triangles, guys. Okay, देखो अगर यहाँ पे if you observe carefully, if this is 90, this is 90. Okay, and the ratio of AE is to ED is 1:3. Okay, by symmetry you can observe that EF basically and EF is given parallel, of course, right? So EF is parallel to AB and CD. So by transversal AD, these two angles will be equal, right? है ना? और ये angles भी equal होंगे 90-90 है या फिर ये एक common angle हो गया. So the whole idea is that these two triangles will be similar. Okay, guys, whenever triangles are similar, okay, the ratio of sides is same. So AE upon AD will be same as EG upon DI. Plug in the values, you get EG equal to 2 minus A upon 4. Same way, guys, you can prove BFH, this triangle BFH is similar to BCJ, this triangle, right? Okay, and that gives you FH ka value as A by 4. Now, what is the value of EF, guys? EF is nothing but this EG, okay, this EG plus the GH8 plus HF, right? When you add these three values, you get EF is equal to 17 by 2, and that's the answer. Okay. Now, there is a very quick shortcut to solve all these questions. How? Okay, if ABCD is a trapezium, such that parallel lines AB are A and CD is B. Okay, if EF is a line drawn parallel to AB and CD, such that AE is equal to ED is equal to X is equal to Y. Okay, find the length of EF. In this case, guys, we have very quick shortcut. Okay, मैंने दिखाया यहाँ पे the parallel sides AB and CD have lengths A and B units. Okay, and AE और ED का ratio क्या है? X is to Y. Then there is a quick shortcut for EF, that is X into B plus Y into A divided by X plus Y. Okay, मतलब X into, अगर X ये वाला value है तो X into B उल्टा Y into A divided by X plus Y. Quick shortcut. Okay, area से आप उसको prove भी कर सकते हो. Take area of ABEF, take area of EFCD and take area of ABCD. Okay, ABFE का area plus EFCD का area should be given the entire trapezium का area. उससे ये rule मिल जाएगा. Okay, so you can just plug in the values here. Now you have the answer 17 by 2 in a piece.